Welcome to Sydney here, where you come for all of your media needs. My name is Ray.
It's your boy Nicky Tay.
And today we are reviewing The Mandalorian episode 5. Now we get our first battle fight, right? We get a space fight. We get a space fight. And this is so Star Wars.
I'm getting all the Star Wars.
Mandalorian. We get to see what the Mandalorian is like. What is he like when he not on the ground getting it in?
But dude, I
need him good at every facet.
Yeah, but the ship, the Razor Crest, I think is the ship. That ship not like that. It's not like a warship, you know.
He got the job done.
He did.
He got the job done.
And it was kind of crazy.
Mandalorian with the Star Fox flip over the head. We have all done it. And after he did that, he knocked him down. And let me also say, don't ever use the Mandalorian line. Let him use it. You can either gun me in hot or you can gun me in cold. Let him use his line. Do not use it. Nobody else can use it. Only he can use it.
That's pretty dangerous. If you say that, you got to make sure.
Absolutely.
You got to make sure you serving him up on a dish.
Yeah. And after this climactic battle, I think actually the battle was pretty decent for the budget and the fact that it's on a TV show. I have to give him credit. After the fight, he needs to get his shit fixed, right? He got to get his shit fixed. Him and Yoda Baby cannot proceed to find a new area without a working ship.
Yeah, so they land on a planet we all know, Tatooine.
Yeah.
Right? That's what home of Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
Look at that. I like how the universe come back. He finds his woman, Pelimoto.
I think Pelimoto.
She was. Pelly, we just call her Pelly for short.
Pelly Pell.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, hey, look, I need you to fix my ship. And while I'm looking for a way to pay you, I need you to watch the baby. Which is crazy.
He didn't essentially say that.
He did.
But that's why.
He said he was like,
Yoda Baby just wandered off the shit.
He was like, yeah, watch.
And she's like, I'll take care of it. I didn't know they were about to shoot him.
Yeah, like,
they were about to shoot this Yoda Baby. They didn't know what the heck was going on.
Like, what is this?
But he definitely told her to make sure that you repair the ship, not using the droids. He don't want her to use any droids. He paid her in Imperial credits, which we all know is like foo-foo money at this point.
Which is crazy.
So she needs some more money.
Why not use the droids? I know. Did he say what?
Well, I think the biggest speculation is that he don't like droids because every time we have a flashback, we see he's almost being destroyed by what?
Animals.
No, I'm talking about when he was a child. Every time he had a flashback as a child, what always is about to attack him before they close the thing?
Sith Lords.
The droid. The big old...
I don't know.
The big old attack droid is standing outside and about to attack him. Every time they have a flashback as a kid. So I'm just assuming he don't really like any droids or dealing with any of them. He never specified why, but that is my speculation.
That's why he shot that one in the first episode.
Yeah, I gotta put him down. They don't listen anyway. Let me go ahead and put him down. And this is where we start to get a little bit more of the Mandalorian flexing his muscle. Someone, again, sees a Mandalorian and they want to use him. They want to use him. Second person, second place, and they want to use him.
Yeah, they needed help. You know, Toro, another up-and-coming bounty hunter, I guess I would say. He's not even really in the guild yet, but he says, look, there is a woman, a known assassin that is wanted on this planet. Fennec, don't remember her last name, but we'll just go with Fennec. Everybody get nicknames. And she is going to be captured by us. Yeah. So you help me, I'll let you get the reward as long as I can get the credit and I can enter myself into the bounty hunter guild.
Yeah, and that was what's important. And this was almost too good of a deal for the Mandalorian to pass up.
This is free money.
Yeah, it's too good of a deal for the Mandalorian.
But we know he has a weakness to women because we just saw in the last episode.
And also animals.
So I don't know if he thought that through, but guess what? He took the jump.
Yeah, and then what did they do? They got the bikes. He said, we need bikes. We can track her down and we can kill this woman or burn her alive. I already so choose. So once they do,
hot or cold.
Hot or cold, like that's his thing. So he got to go get the bikes. Go get us some bikes and let's ride out.
Yep.
Get the bikes and we get more classic Star Wars, right? I was like, this is more of the classic Star Wars that we like.
Riding in the desert on the speeders.
Very classic Star Wars. Very classic.
You know that sound? When they go past the camera?
Absolutely. And they get here. And now this is the moment of truth. They see a dead body. Or maybe not a dead body, but a downed body. And they have to check on it. So they walk over to it. The Mandalorian do what the Mandalorian does. Start checking up on the body. And he gets shot.
Yeah.
But we know what that Mandalorian still does.
Yeah, but we also know what he said. He said, yeah, at this distance it'll hold up, which means if he gets closer and another one of those shots, it could be fatal.
It could be fatal.
So that means they found Fennec, and now they have to come up with a game plan to get closer.
Yeah. They do have to find a game plan to get closer. And this is when the Mandalorian comes up with the strategy, because she has high ground and there's really no way for them to take her down at this present moment. And it's daytime. So he said, okay, let's sleep on it. We take shit sleeping, and what we're going to do is take her out when I wake. So really, the Mandalorian just sleep. We didn't get to see Dude sleep at all.
Yeah, I
don't think he did. And once he woke up the Mandalorian playing around with the gun, like the Mandalorian wasn't ready to kill him if he tried something, he knew he wasn't. This is when they took the plan into action, was to take these speeders and charge full speed ahead. So they get on these speeders.
But with?
I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
So they get on these speeders, and what they do is they throw like these flash cannons, flash grenades into the air to throw off her scope, because she's using the scope where she can see in the dark. So she throws off the scope, so she has to take the scope off, and they do them in intervals so that her shot is always thrown off. The Mandalorian is a master tactician.
That was a great idea.
Great idea. Master, I don't even know where he got them from. Great idea, master tactician. And this is what they did to get really close to her. But the kid kind of messed up and didn't pop his off at the right time and got Mando hit once again with a shot straight to the chest.
So Mandalorian is hit, knocked off the bike. We don't know if Toro's going to get hit next, if Toro's going to make it. She's got him in his sights. Fennec got the sniper right at the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian's like, it is what it is at that point. But Toro just shows up right on time, right behind her, and says, reach for the sky. But not really, though, because that's like copyrighted. Well, it's Disney. So they could do it. At this point, Fennec's like, oh, you got me. You know, and he's like, yeah, you know, we're going to take you in. You know, he starts giving all the exposition. But she's not listening. Bow, knocks the gun out of his hand, wrestles him to the ground, and the Mandalorian has to show up and say, end of this.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, yeah, this is over. Cuff yourself.
Yeah.
She puts her in handcuffs, and it's like, okay, now we got to figure out how to get her back to the city.
Yeah.
Because they can't put her on a bike,
It's
right?
not safe.
It's just not enough space. It's really only made for one. So the Mandalorian recommends that that Toro goes off, you know, and tries to find an animal that they can throw her over. Toro didn't like that idea. He said, no way, I'm leaving you with her, and you can claim all the reward and everything. You go get it and bring it back here. And Mandalorian's like, whatever, dude. Like, I don't care about none of this. I just want to get paid so I can fix my shit and go home.
Yep.
So the Mandalorian leaves to go off and find an animal suitable for them to travel back.
This is where the plot thickens. Now we see Toro and Fennec talking to each other. And I think Fennec is really using her womanly charms, also using
It kind of worked.
a lot of common sense and kind of really stroking his ego to get him to the point like,
It worked on me.
she's a beautiful woman. Hey, I'm nothing compared to what you really walking around with. What you mean? The Mandalorian has a big bounty on his head. He went against the guild, and he is walking with a bounty. He took it away from him. No. He doesn't believe it. No, this is not true. I don't believe that at all. Well, I think it's a kid. I think they said he is walking around with a kid, and he remembers. He did have a little kid with him when I went to grab the bikes. So he put 2 and 2 together, and this is like, you right. I'm about to uncuff you so me and you can take the Mandalorian down together once he gets back. And what he does is he walks up and he whispers a plan in her ear. No, he doesn't. He ain't. Shoots her right in the chest. I don't need you anymore. I want to keep this all for myself. So he hops on the bike and he goes back to the Yoda baby and the Mandalorian shit without the Mandalorian. Once the Mandalorian get back and sees, oh, she's dead. He's not here. He knows what is up. So he goes, rushes back because he knows Yoda baby potentially is in trouble. And once he get there, he see that Yoda baby is being held hostage, gun to his head, which is crazy to me. Don't ever put a gun in Yoda baby's head. I don't like it whatsoever. That kind of stuff will make me really, really upset. Really upset. And then he tells her to come over, drop your weapon, come to me so I can cuff you. But he don't cuff him. He asks a freaking service chick to do it. She goes over there. Mandalorian is a sly devil. Master tactician so far, right? So he uses the same flashbang from earlier to blind him and make him drop Yoda baby, and then he fires at him. And he puts him away.
That's crazy. That's crazy. It's like, kid, What have you learned? You've learned nothing.
Well, nothing now. He's dead. He learned nothing now. And what he learned was before he died, don't ever cross a Mandalorian. That is what he learned. So let's get past it a little bit. Once the ship gets fixed, and he literally gives the woman all of the money, you can have it all. I didn't really want any of this. I was only doing a job to get my ship fixed, and me and Yoda Baby to find a place where we can hang and be undisturbed. And once we get this is where I think the show really picks up at. And for me, I think this is one of the better episodes because we get to see the Mandalorian show off that he is as good as we thought he was. Especially going off last episode when he was a little iffy. We go into this episode and we see that he is exactly who we think he is, a badass. And I enjoyed this episode a lot. I probably have to give this episode an 8 because I enjoyed it. I like the double crossing. I like the fact that Boba Fett may be entering in this show because at the end we see somebody walk up to the lady that's dead on the ground, and a lot of speculation out there that is Boba Fett. So
that wasn't a Mandalorian going back to her?
No, a lot of speculation that is Boba Fett because of the noise that he made when he walked was the same noise that he made in the movie, and that is where everybody is drawing speculation from. And I know you.
I missed it. I thought that was Mandalorian.
That is true. They both have capes.
That's crazy. You just put me on game. We didn't even. Wow. With that added, this episode is a 10 out of 10. Like, that is crazy. But before you said all that,
it's not a 10.
I was probably at a 9 out of 10. And that's where I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
Really good.
I'll let you go 10 out of 10.
But it still to me feels like another filler. It goes back to what I said last episode. I want more Yoda Baby, but I do like the involvement of additional people that we already know in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
Flesh out this universe, like integrate it slowly into the films and give the fans what they want. More Star Wars. That completes the review for episode 5 of The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. Let us know how you feel about episode 5. If you like the review, if you don't, guess what? Don't tell us if you don't, because we don't want to hear that either. But you can always like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all of our reviewing content. And as always, don't forget, you've seen it here.